Hello, I'm Rhonda Porter, licensed loan officer in the greater Seattle area, and I'm here with this week's episode of the Mortgage Porter. Optimal Blue shows that mortgage rates as of last Friday, September 26th, averaged about 6.327% for the 30-year fixed conforming, and it's just very slightly higher from last Friday, pretty much the same as last Friday, but rates have been slowly trending higher. This graph represents a 2-year trend of mortgage rates. So you can still see that we are, in a nice range and at least lower than what we've been at times over the past 24 months. Please do remember that this Optimal Blue Index is based on an average from about 35% of mortgage transactions or lenders who use Optimal Blue when they go in to lock in a mortgage rate. And we don't know when rates are locked, how many points are being used to price them, what somebody's credit scores are, or what the loan to value is, or many different factors that go into pricing a mortgage interest rate. This week we have jobs data, and on Wednesday we have the ADP report, and Friday the BLS jobs report, which is scheduled to be released. Markets are anticipating that both of these reports are going to have about 50,000 jobs added. But if we have a government shutdown, we don't know if the BLS report will be released on Friday. So you may recall that the previous jobs reports were pretty pathetic and much weaker than what we were expected with the numbers, which helped mortgage rates to improve. And so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with that. Odds are currently at 90% for the Fed to cut rates at their next meeting in October. You can see that since the Fed cut the funds rate by a quarter point, that rates have actually been moving slightly higher. So it's kind of confusing because the downward trend actually indicates mortgage rates moving higher. So, and you can see with the past two jobs reports with the that I've highlighted here with the big green dashes, that came in a bit disappointing that actually made mortgage rates improve. So again, we're going to have to just wait and see what happens on Friday. Our home buyer workshop kicks off on this Wednesday, and I'll continue to have like semi-weekly home buyer workshops, and each workshop will be just focused on a specific part of the home buying process. So, attendees are going to receive an online dashboard, which is what you see here. That's going to include recordings of the previous classes, plus any informative materials I think that are useful, and some optional homework. So if you're not able to make it to one of the classes, or if you want to rewatch one, you'll have access to the workshops at your convenience. But you do need to register at mortgageporter.com. At the top of my website, you will see a link for workshops and classes, and I hope to see you there. And if you know anyone who's thinking about buying a home, please send them my way for class. If you're thinking about buying, selling, refinancing, remodeling your home, restructuring debt, or reverse mortgage, I'm happy to help you. Even if it's months away, you can't get started too soon. We can work on a budget, review your credit. I'm here to help you or anyone that you know with your mortgage needs. And be sure to check out my blog, mortgageporter.com, and subscribe for weekly updates. Take care, and I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.